My mic's not working. There. I got to remember that. I forget that because sometimes I am distracted. So, hello. Yes, there's my mic working now. Hey, Juniper, I saw you there. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome back to YouTube. Trying out this whole having higher quality streaming quality, and see how that goes for a month. Whole of August here on YouTube. I like it here, but it's very quiet. Hey, Lubelik, how you doing? It's very quiet, so it's very different here, but I quite like that. So I don't know. It's got a little bit of addictive. We're still going to see how it goes. We'll see how it feels by the end of the month, and stick with it or not stick with it, depending on how it is going. I hope you're good. How's your weekend been? It is Monday. It's Monday. Is it the 7th? Is it the 7th? He has to look at his work. 7th. Monday the 7th. I've had a bit of a weekend. You know when you have a weekend and you're not even sure you had a weekend? Like yesterday, I ran a roleplay game. So I ran a roleplay game that I wrote. So I've written a whole tabletop roleplay game, TTRPG, like Dungeons & Dragons. Don't get me wrong, it's only 5 sides of A4. So one of them is a title page, the other is a character sheet, and one is big letters, big words on how to fill in the character sheet. It's all very quick and easy. Most of the game is improvised. But last night I was running it for my Dungeons & Dragons group. We normally run it for... So normally I'm a player, and Darby, who's an incredible DMs. But this time it was just something to like quickly do it. It went really well. It needs some work. Like it needs some adjustment, but I think a lot of that comes from the person running it. So like the dungeon master needs to adjust on the fly. It's all improvised how it goes. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. And I'm really looking forward. So we only got through. It's supposed to be a one shot. So these things are supposed to be like, oh, it says my bitrate is lower than recommended. How big's my bitrate? What does my bitrate say? It's 10,000. Suggestion: the audio streams is 0. Oh, I think that was before I had like the thing up. Before I had the like thing, you know, the what's it called? Because I didn't press the button. Yeah, so it was good. It was hectic. So the way it is you can make any character, and those characters can be anything. They're supposed to be a specialist at something. That's really the only thing. Everything else can be. It can be an alien. It can be a monster. You have the way to put all your stats in, and then it's all like the fixer, the DM, is the person who makes it run, and he sets they set the difficulty. I only say he because it was me. They set the difficulty and make it like work, and they build the weapons, everything. It's supposed to be like Borderlands, the roleplay game, so that there's like not a lot of prep. There's not like the most prep you do is the playlist. That's the point of it, is you do a playlist for the game of music, because that's how the person who has sent you on these missions communicates with you, is by a pre-made playlist of music that you have with you. So he gives you clues, Anton gives you clues through your like music, and so you'll be in a room and suddenly Toxic by Britney Spears will play, and he's trying to tell you not to breathe the air, and you're like, and the player's going, oh my god, I can't, I don't know what to do. And that's part of it, and it was very fun. But there needs to be some refinement on the dice system, which of course there does. Hey, oh, my wife Lucy blowed this up. There was a hole in here. Oh, that's so nice. And there was it needs a bit of refinement, but it really, for a first playthrough, considering I wrote it last Sunday, so a week of development, and it was really fun. It really worked. I randomly generate the dungeons by I've got this deck of cards which is called Maps and Dice, which is like dungeon cards, and every time you draw a card, it just has like a random, I don't know if you can see, a random bit of dungeon on it, like that. And what I did was I'd draw a card, and that would be the next room. And then they were in a cyberpunk setting, so I just apply cyberpunk descriptions to it rather than being fantasy ones. and it was really fun. It was really, really fun. Like I said, a bit easy for them. So next time it'll be a bit more challenging, but lovely. But what I was saying was, I was halfway through it, took a break, 9:30, took a break, went to the bathroom. I was like, oh, I'm very exhausted. We've had a really busy weekend. I'm really glad that tomorrow's Sunday. But I'd finished Sunday. That was Sunday. I was in Sunday. Sunday had happened, was happening. We were at the end of Sunday. And I just couldn't, like, my brain was just like, nah, we're well. It's still Saturday night, Friday night. You've still got the weekend. You can't be this tired and it not have been the weekend. It have been the weekend as well. We're just so busy. So busy with being parents, being like, having jobs. I'm so busy. So, like, in the end, you just go, or like yesterday, I in the afternoon, so before the roleplay, I'd gone to like a barbecue for parents of kids at school, and it was just a load of like the parents and us, and we're the only neurodiverse there. And I forgot how, or not really, but I'm the only ADHD there. And hey, Valray, how you doing? I forget, when you hang out with NDs for so much of your time, you forget what it's like trying to hang with people who aren't neurodiverse. And it's so different. There was an 8-minute silence at one point. An 8-minute silence in a conversation. Can you imagine? So yeah, that was, but you know, it wasn't unpleasant. It just was like exhausting socially. Whereas, you know, when I meet up with Tom or when I meet up with my other friends, people on doing D&D last night, you talk the same way. I think that's it, is that before all of the pandemic, I was very able to interact with people who weren't the same as me because I got used to it, and then I completely didn't get used to it, and now I'm too old to be bothered about trying. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but it was good. It was a nice weekend. I hope you had a nice weekend. Well, how was your weekend? I've got some interesting things to show you in a second. We're going to finish painting Donatello today because, because he's only, I didn't do any more of him over the weekend. But I did finish something else, so I'll show you that, which I'm really proud of. You know what's nice about you streaming on YouTube? What, Juniper? Tell me. What's nice about me streaming on YouTube? Is it that it's the quality of it? Is it that there's nothing like jumping in all over the place? I don't know. What is it? I like it because we have a plugin that lets us artificially boost our videos volume over others' apps, and it works on stream. So, oh, that's cool. You found a 3D printable fractal vice. What's a fractal vice? Visage. Visage? What is it? What's a fractal vice? Sounds like something that you take into a different dimension to fight some kind of extra-dimensional demon. That's what that sounds like. Today, I'll show you, actually. It's so funny. So I was trying to find a miniature. I'll skip across to the painting screen. Hang on, let's bring all this down. I'll skip across to the painting screen so you can see where we're at. But I will show you on my screen what it was that I was doing. So let's do this first, so that it doesn't. You know what the camera does. So we'll skip over to that. If I do this, look. Whoopsie doodle. Yeah, look. So here, come on, camera. I ran 2 kilometers yesterday. Amazing. That's amazing. What's it? Yeah, Doctor Who with a fractal vice. With tiny grippers that can just hold any shape. Oh, that's brilliant. And you could get a 3D printable version of that. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, so today we're going to paint some more of good old Donatello. Hang on. That's a bit we're going to paint a bit more Donatello. All right, mate. What's that all about? Why are you so... Hang on. Don't be dark. No need. Get you up there. That's good. Yeah. So we're going to paint some more of Donatello. Here you go. But let me show you what I was talking about. I'll bring it up on screen first, and then I will show it to you. So I was trying to find a 3D printable Crow model to add to another model. 5K Lima Link. Are you? I started one of those beginners 5K program. That's brilliant. You ran 2K yesterday. That's incredible if you've only just started. I did couch to 5K when I started running, and there's no way I ran 2K in the first week or two. So it's incredible. It's really hard. Well done. And it's really hard to stick to, so well done for that as well. Let me show you this. I'll turn over the screen for you. I think I have a button for it, actually. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, there you go. So that is my... So if I want to 3D print something, that's my plate. So that's... I have to put things on here, like little models. The models I want to print, I have to put on here, move it around, and adjust it. And that's it there. That's what it looks like. And I just drag it in there and build it. And that's 6 inches by 4 inches. So I know that that's how big that's going to be. So I needed a crow model to go as an extra on a miniature. So I needed a little crow to go on like a shoulder on the miniature or something like that. And what I found one, downloaded it. It cost me 70p, so it wasn't that much. That's the size of it. So I'll show you where the... So that's the build plate there. That's how big the build plate is. There, that guy is there. Just under the... that's the size of him. Look at it. What an idiot. First time I did past 2 days. Yeah, for Tesla. Yeah, well done. Legally, that's incredible. Absolutely amazing. Really hard. Don't think that it matters what I did. I must have been like a month or 6 weeks, 7 weeks before I even got to a kilometer, so don't even think that. I was running at like 60 seconds at a time, so I mostly walked. So don't think it was anything else. But yeah, look at it. That's 6 inches by 4 inches. 6 inches by 4 inches. Really pixelated because of how small it is. Look at the guy. What an idiot. I had to shrink it so much. It's so detailed, look. It's like a full-size real crow. What an idiot. I did it though. He's there. It exists. But Jesus Christ. I didn't realize it. When you dump in the file and it takes ages to load and you're like, what? And then my screen went black and it was because I was zoomed in on the little bit and it had taken up the whole screen. Come on, Chris. Think about these things. Right. So let's paint some Donatello. So this is where we got up to last week. I think he's good, but he's not as good as I want him to be, but he is, you know, he's nice. I think he's a good model. I really like how the shell came out. So if you look, this is the shell that we did on the weekend. Look, on the week last time. Look at it. I think it's come out really nice. Look at that. That's amazing. Pretty happy with that. Oh wait, let me show you this little diorama. So you'll all know sometimes you get a little idea stuck in your head and you just have to do it, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just, if you don't do it, it's just going to stay there and it's all you're going to think about. So I had an idea for an interesting diorama to be done by just randomly, and we're gonna paint it up. So this is something that I thought up and I'm now getting ready. It's Ash Ketchum and Pikachu versus Warhammer 40,000 Hormagaunt, and Ash is trying to catch it. Oh, cool. Thanks, Valray. That's great. Yeah, it's lovely of you. I'll go and have a look. Yeah, look. You got to catch them all. He's already tried 5 times. He's thrown 5 different Pokeballs at this guy. And nothing yet. But he's tried his best. Ash is gonna die. So yeah, that's a project we'll be working on. Again, these Pokeballs were like giant models and I shrunk them all the way down. So they are actually, if you look, they are real Pokeballs. Like, well, not real Pokeballs, but they do look like Pokeballs. They're not just little things. But I'm gonna do a proper base. And it's gonna look like just one of those things where I'm like, it's gonna be fun. But this is Ash Ketchum. Look, no eyes. Neither him nor Pikachu. Haunted. Haunted they are. Haunted. What does a fractal vice? Let's have a look what a fractal. I'm interested in knowing what a fractal vice looks like. Let's have a look at that. Oh, there you go. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's very interesting. All 3D. I don't know what that is, you see. So I will put this on here and I'll open up. Oh, I can't look at it because I have an ad blocker. So give me a second and I will just say pause on this side and then give it a thing. Accept and continue. Right. So this is a fractal vice. It's got a banana in it. A Poker Souls Arts. I haven't even thought about it. Look, there you go. There you go. So that's a fractal vise, and it will just hold any shape, and it's 3D printable. That's quite cool. What a cool little. Is there anything else? Yeah. Very interesting. I have a resin printer, so I can't print that. I don't have an FDM, but it's very interesting. Very cool. Oh, there's another advert, so we'll get rid of that because I don't want that. We called our Pikachu in Pokemon Jean-Luc after the OG. Jean-Luc Pikachu. I like it. Good choice. Yeah. There you go. So let's paint Donatello. You can see what happens, by the way, when you so I've obviously undercoated this, but look, because I'm holding the base and painting him, you can see it all rubbing off. So I'm gonna have to do that and then paint over the top of it. Yeah. Let's get some brushes. Yeah. You get like a thought in your head. I got a thought in my head and I was like, oh, you know what? I've got to print this guy. I've got to print Pokemon versus a Hormigón. I wouldn't recommend that battle, by the way. I don't think it's going to go very well. Yeah, so I had a nice weekend. It was all right. I hope you did. Lima Link ran 2K, which is amazing. People don't realize how hard it is. Running is easy once you get into it, but hard once before. And it took me. Everyone was like, "Oh, after like the first week, it'll be easy." And then I did a week, and I was like, "This is still very hard." And then after 3 months, I was like, "I still find this really hard." And I had got after 3 months, I'd got to the point where I could do it, but I didn't like it. It wasn't like, yeah, I love this. You have to motivate yourself to get up in the morning and stuff, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'd rather not. That's all right. Not for me, that'd be like one of those city door windows. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And can be used for gluing. Yeah, that's great. Thank you for the link. I'll look at it a bit more in depth when we've stopped streaming. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have an FDM printer. I have a resin printer, so I can't make things like that. But Tom does. Something a friend of mine, he does. So he wants it. I'm currently downloading in the background Baldur's Gate 3. It's a big old game, 100 and something gig, because that's how games are these days. They can't just be like, you can't have a 10 gig game. If there's a 10 gig game, I think there's something wrong with it now, you know? It's like, how many? Oh no, that's probably a virus. In the old days of like downloading Linkin Park songs, and you'd be like, oh, that's not the right size for a song. That's what that is. It took almost 4 hours to install that. Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, mine's Steam is great. I really like Steam, but it is absolutely dire for download speeds. I hate it. Right, I'm just going to move this up. It's not giving us a very good picture, and it's not helping me, so I'm just moving that out of the way. So hopefully now you'll be able to see it a bit better. Yeah, it's so many people I know are playing a Baldur's Gate. I love Divinity Original Sin, which is the same studio, and I love Dungeons & Dragons. Like I said earlier, I've written my own roleplay game. So everyone says that Baldur's Gate 3 is a tour de force. It's like an incredible new level of how good roleplay games should be. So I'm in. CRPGs, yeah, I'm in. I want that, you know? I've been waiting ages for it to come out. I wasn't going to buy it ages ago because it would adjust when it's in beta, but now it's been fully released. I'm in, you know? I want the also I didn't like how I didn't like how you had to pay full price but you were getting a beta. I never like that. I think it's ridiculous. You hate the original? I haven't played the original one. I've only played Original Sin 2. So I've heard it's good. What did you hate about it? it's I think the style of those kind of games are not for everyone. So the RPGs are like, you know, they're click ones, aren't they? You don't play. They're not played in real time. You kind of do them, and I like having I think of them as like films almost. So when I'm painting, I'll have them on while I'm painting, and I will click a bit and play a bit and move through some of the story, and then I'll paint a bit more, and then I'll click a bit, play a bit, you know, pause it. It's not like Doom where you're running and smashing into stuff all the time. It's more of just a relaxing experience. Oh, don't get paint over that, Chris. You just spent so long making sure. It's good. Gonna have to blackline a lot of this. Yeah, I don't mind many of them since I haven't like I said, I haven't played the original. I've only played Original Sin 2, so I haven't played Original Sin 1, which I know was significantly different. I've heard that from many people that there was big changes made. And Original Sin 2 is great. Especially the voice cast. Like, the story is immense. And the people who are doing the story are immense as well. It's like Tyranny. Tyranny's great, but I didn't know it would be. So yeah, it's not my normal bag. I normally am like a Borderlands kind of guy, but this is I've really got into turn-based stuff. Turn-based and roleplay kind of stuff. Right, we're going to do this with a brown here. Might as well go with black. And then we're going to give it like a black ink to bring the leather color down. And then we'll highlight again with this color. And then we'll add some dryness to it because it's leather. And leather is notoriously cracky. You can even see it on these bags. They're like cracked and weathered. I like that. But we don't want to make it hard for ourselves. We're doing... It's supposed to be fun. So yeah, I thought that would be good. My game we tried Original Sin 2. We lasted through... Oh, why? I like it. Love the story. The story is the thing that I really like. I think it's incredible. I also like that... The only thing was, I thought was... things like that quite hard. The learning curve is quite steep. But anyway, if you haven't played it, you're not gonna... You know, you're not gonna know. Juniper, have you played Baldur's Gate 3 yet? Or is it still... Has it just been installed? I know I have a lot of games. I think actually my favorite game is installing games from Steam and then uninstalling them to make room for other games, and then it just keeps going, you know? There's just like a big old cycle. Everyone's like, Gloomhaven is amazing. You need to play Gloomhaven. And I started playing Gloomhaven, and on PC I got the thing, because everyone got it free on Epic if you had Epic Games. I haven't ever got into it. I should. Hey, Fraser Mechanic, how are you doing? Part 2 of Donatello today. Just having a lovely little bit of a... Shit, it's a Monday. It's a nice Monday stream. Well, we get him done. Or not done. I don't know if we'll finish him today, but I definitely want to make a dent in it. How's it going, Fraser? How was your weekend? I was just saying that last night I got to run my own roleplay game that I'd written. If anyone wants, I can put the link up to the rules so people can look at the real... It's really, really basic. Really, really, really basic. Really, like, unpolished, but I'm happy to share. There's so little background. Yeah, so that's what I thought. Just I've been a bit distracted with Crisis Core. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to share it. I do want people to remember that it's like really rough. If you have a look at it, it's really, really, really rough. But I'm happy to share it. Finish him. Yeah, exactly. He needs it. I think it's only fair. We're gonna get some black ink on the thing. I might share it on our Discord rather than here. It's my personal. Are you a good distance away from your nearest stream? Yeah. I'm halfway between... There's 2 stream servers in England. There's Manchester and there's London. and I'm sort of halfway between both of them. So there's no way, and I've removed my download limit. So there's no way to get a better limit than what I'm currently at. That's just the truth of that, unfortunately. I will. It takes so much longer. Everyone else. The thing is, it's just Steam. Everyone else, it downloads normal speed. Xbox games, Epic, really quick because I have a really quick business connection. But Steam, weird. Other people have suggested it's a cache problem. I literally followed everything, but Steam is so slow. It takes hours and hours. This one's got 7 hours left. I think. Let's have a look. What does it say here? It says 8 hours now. Yeah. Good. 8 hours left. It'll go up as well. That's the fun thing. Like, you'll leave it for like 4 hours and be like, yeah, that's it. Oh, I should have said at the beginning, this is a really short stream today, so we're only having an hour today. I've got a meeting at 1:30 and I want to get ready for it. Because I'm doing this comedy stuff now, where I am the head of some things. For those of you that weren't here for it, I'm now the head of comedy for a company that does comedy events in the UK, but raises money for charity. They've already raised 29 million. Well, I've been part of them for 6 years, and we've already raised 29 million for cancer research, and now we're moving into other charities, and we want to make the comedy as big as they do. That we want the comedy to get bigger and better, and so I've taken over full time as their like person in charge of it. So that's going to eat up a lot of my time now. But I'm still streaming and stuff. I'm hoping that what actually it does is gives me the financial stability that streaming does not. I do not make anything from streaming almost. So it's lovely when people. There is absolutely no way I'm saying horrible things about people buying me coffee and stuff. Is absolutely brilliant, but you all have seen. I'm not like living off that. It's just lovely that people like appreciate what I'm doing and want to donate to the stream or support me or just make me feel better. Like Liam Link buying me a book last week, so I don't want anyone to feel bad about it. But yeah, it gives me the financial stability that means that I can buy new equipment or not worry month on month and maybe just feel a little bit more secure. But also it means that I can do. So the thing I love really is making people's lives better. I think I said it last week. My whole like motto is, make it better, not worse. And my whole life has been about that, and now I get a chance to actually make a big difference to a lot of people. So whether it be teaching comedy and helping with confidence or self-esteem issues, or raising money for charity, when it's part of something I love, like comedy. Yeah, exactly. I'd love to worry. It means that I can. It's like a dream come true, really. Being able to survive and help other people is like the dream, isn't it? Yeah, phrase mechanic. I've said this many times on stream. My goal financially is not to like own a big house or anything. My goal is to be able to go to a family restaurant, not even like an expensive, like a family restaurant, and just eat a meal without having to worry about how I'm going to pay the bills afterwards, you know? Like, that's my goal. Financial goals. Which is small, right? You know. Someone was saying to me about how £20 was nothing. Hey, Evil Auntie. No, you already knew it. You already knew it. I already said on Discord, mate. I was just saying. I've got a weird thing that says that there's app data has failed to install, which is fine. I don't want that installing. I think it might be a virus. I'm just going to go and check. App data temp local. I think I've downloaded something by accident and it's trying to do something. So if you give me 1 second, Local. Oh, we'll just get rid of this. Users. Oh, what is it? Chris? Chris? I'm worried now that I've done something wrong. Oh, I don't know where that is. Oh, I'll have to find it later. It's fine. Okay, don't download that. Hey, Pretty Blackbird, welcome. Yeah, it's saying something bad. I'll check that out. Yeah, as you can see, like the thing. No, you already knew, Evil Auntie. I took over comedy for a. I took over as head of comedy for a company, and I'm now going to be doing it. Like I'm doing it full time, which means that I sometimes, like, this stream's only an hour long today. We're gonna have to finish at 1 because I've got a meeting at 1:30. So that's how it's going to affect you, but it should mean that I can focus more on like doing nice stuff, for example, like I won't be as stressed about stuff. Thank you for joining us, by the way. I've just realised that down, if you look bottom right of my screen, it's bottom right for me, but it might be bottom left for you because I don't know if it mirrors it. There's my little logo, the little glitchable miniatures. It's popping up over the top of my pictures. I didn't realise that until I started. I'll have to sort that out. Whoops. I didn't mean for that, so I apologise if that's bothering you. It bothers me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to try and I'm not finish him, but just at least move the progress along so he's looking a bit more Donatello-y and less undercoat man-y. Like, we want to get some purple up there, right? We want to get some purple on his bandana. Yeah, you already knew, Evil Auntie. You already knew. And I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. It's just that I get to do more, you know? I get to have a little bit of financial security for me, but more importantly, I get to help a bunch of people that I didn't think I'd get to help. And I think that for me, that's the biggest thing. Oh, look, I've rubbed all his toe off because it's my finger. It's all right. It's very annoying when you do it. Charity's always been a very weird thing for me. I always think that charity's so important. What colour are you? Royal purple. Yeah, that'll do. Charity's so important, but it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? It's only in the corner for me. It's only yeah, so that's what it should be. It shouldn't be there. I believe I could change that, actually. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can. I might not be able to change it mid-stream, but I might be able to change it like... whoops, that was my thing. I might be able to change it. So you can see it in the corner there. But I think it's on my like settings, maybe. Channel, maybe? Advanced? No. Community? No. General? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't really matter. Community, maybe? There's some moderators on there? No, that's not it. That's so weird. Welcome to your audio library. Oh, I've got an audio library. That's nice. Customization is probably under. Channel trailer. Oh, branding. There you go. So, it should have... Here you go. There's a watermark. Let's see if I can... display time. No, well, I want to move it. The put on videos in the right-hand corner. It should be end of video. That's weird. Oh, no, hang on, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it says it should be in the, like, end of video, but it's not. It's on the whole video. That's weird. Okay, never mind. Never mind. No problem. No problem. But yeah, Evil Auntie, that's what I was saying, was like, today I've got a meeting at 1:30, so I have to get ready for that, so I'm finishing at 1. That's all I was saying. Sorry, I realised I hadn't shaken the purple up enough. It's when you squirt the purple out and you're like, ugh, that's not purple. That's more black than purple. This is another example of why you should add water to your colours. Not in the pots, everyone. Drink something. Thank you very much. It's been fun. Thank you for that. What should I make for dinner time? This is a very, very, very strange question for not being very interested in this. I never know what to make. If I was super rich, I'd have a chef who decided what I ate every day. That's what I do. Or not even a chef. I don't want that. I want someone who just delivers food to my house. I mean, they would be a chef, but I don't want them making it in my house. Like takeaway, but it's nice. But they chose it. You know, I don't want to make that decision. I'm like, come on, take that away from me. It's so much work in my head. I don't want to have to choose what I eat. Just make something delicious and balanced and present it to me when I am hungry. That's what I want. I don't know if any of you have kids. I know we have some people, you know, we have Goat and people like that. Claire, they all have children, Jarrett and the Baileys. But when you have kids, you obviously set your eating schedule based on them, not on you. So we've obviously had this like life of eating. Before we had kids, we were like, we'd eat when we were hungry. But then when you have kids, you have to set a routine so that A, you can fit around their life, and B, you make sure they're having the right nutrition and the right amount of food at the right time. And it just does not suit people like me. I want to be, I'll forget, first of all, regularly, but also I'll be halfway through something. I'll be like, I don't want to stop right now. I'll get some stuff in a minute. And then I have to stop, so it breaks like your concentration. But in a way, that's good as well. You should always make sure you eat. There's weirdness to your brains. You don't. Make sure you eat the right amount. What you need is you need balanced. But yeah, I hope you have got. Has anyone got anything nice? It's Goat Harass's birthday today, but he's obviously off doing birthday things, as he very well should be. So he's got plans. Anyone else have anything planned for this week that's fun and lovely? Next week I'm off to present a tattoo convention. So Friday I won't be on. I will be on Wednesday and Monday, but I'm hosting a tattoo convention, so I need to go on Monday and Wednesday, not Friday and Monday. I'm not here. I won't be here next. I'll be here this Friday, not next Friday. But I'm quite excited about it. I really do like the tattoo conventions. I do them every year. And I would love to get more, or not more, but better tattoos. I'm not a big fan of my tattoos. I would like to get something to replace them. But cover-ups are painful, difficult, and expensive. Woo! See, now he's starting to look like Donatello. Needs the purple. Needs the purple. Otherwise, he's just a mutant turtle. Be very careful. Because I can't remember what the mix was for this green. I'm waiting for the weather to change. We have a very weird Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I went to change. We have a very weird mini heatwave. Oh, that's nice, Evil Auntie. Is it supposed to be like I'm going out for dinner with my friends' parents on Friday? Oh, that's so nice. Is Italian good? Do you like Italian? Is it your favourite? I think Italian restaurants are some of the nicer ones, but you got to find the right ones, haven't you? You got to get good ones. Yeah. What temperature is it, Evil Auntie? I can't imagine what a heat wave is in Finland. Like when I was in Norway, I got sunburned and I was surprised. People were like, "Yeah, well, you are. It is sunny." I was like, "Yeah, but it's so cold." Like this is not at all what I expected. 2 days Ninja Purple. That's Donatello's actual official name. Do you reckon they call him that? Do you reckon the other turtles bully him like that? Do you know that they? Do you know that Lego doesn't call things pink? So it calls its bricks light purple. So when it has like a pink brick, they're actually called light purple. Don't you think that's weird? A little bit cool too, but weird, right? I don't know if what the reason is. I don't know if it's because of the language they're originally presented in, or but they don't have a pink. If you can look it up, look it up. I believe it's in English. It does, but actually not what they call it on the Lego site. I just learned that this morning. Hang on a second. It's 30 to 32 and it doesn't drop below 29, which is the weird. That is weird. Is that Fahrenheit or is that it's degrees, isn't it? Like you're the same as. It's not like America with its weird Fahrenheit. It's centigrade, isn't it? Hang on, I'm trying to find out if I need to get this bit or if I can leave it. Sometimes there's just bits that there's no point in getting. This bit isn't one of those bits. Will I be able to see it? The question is, will I be able to see it from the front? How much will it bother me? And the answer is yes, and a lot. There you go. I think that is all of his purple. So now it is Donatello. Look, finally. Yeah, it's great. The pizza is amazing. I have sent some resume. We should have done that. Well, that's fine, guys. We've all done that. There's some really good YouTube videos about how to do resumes, by the way. I saw last time we sat next to it in the kitchen, you could hear them yelling at each other in Italian. That's so good. I love the kitchen table. I love the kitchen table. It's sad, but I've never done it. So I've never like got a chance to do it. But I love the idea of it. Just being like right in it. You know? I really like that. I really, really like that. Right, these are like bandages and straps around these bits. I don't know what colour to do them. Celsius. Wow. Celsius is crazy hot. That's for me. That's absolutely wild. That it's that temperature for you. Much hotter than it's here. We're 18. I can wear a hoodie today. I've got shorts on under the desk, but we can wear a hoodie. Right. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I love the idea of the KT. I love the kitchen table. Just being that close to it, you know. Storms are fun. They'll clear the air. The thing I hate about when it's heat waves and stuff is the mugginess. Is when you're sat there and it's like, oh no, I'm Jones with pizza and pasta carbonara. Those ones are easy to make. Get one. They're easy to buy or easy to make. You can absolutely, I mean, I just buy one. You can get nice enough ones that are like instant. Or at least the ingredients for one. I realised that this is very much in shadow. You? There you go. Let's bring that down a little bit. Yeah, I really, really can't wait to play Baldur's Gate, but at the same time, yeah, sorry, you want to, yeah. The worst would be if you were putting pictures up. Yeah, I really like Italian. We don't have many good Italian restaurants here in the UK. We have loads of chain Italian restaurants like Ask. Whoa, you see that? I just slipped, painted straight onto them. Kind of like Ask, which isn't a great Italian restaurant. It's just basically pizza and some other ones. But I would love like a little family one, like a nice one. Where I grew up in Aylesbury, there was a really big Italian area in the centre of Aylesbury. Like this, there was all these Italian families, and one of my best friends whose real name was Luigi Gaziano, which is the most Italian name you've ever heard. I would go around his house all the time when I was a kid, and we'd get real Italian food, and they grew like all their stuff in their garden. So they didn't buy tomatoes and things. You just get Mr. Gaziano would go outside and just bring in like tomatoes and lettuce and basil from the garden to just add, and you'd get like giant pots of pasta, and it would be like infinite. His mum Rose, she'd just keep giving it to you if you didn't stop. If you just sat there, she'd just keep heaping your plate full of like pasta. I have missed a bit here. And I can't get through right here. I can't go outside because of all the heat. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the problem with living in a small town. Is absolutely mine isn't that small, but it's small for England. It's quite small, and we have a very similar problem with things like that. We used to have a really nice the Discord for picture. All right, hang on a second. Let me just. It's going on nicely, actually. I'm quite pleased with that. Where is it? Oh, schmancy. Schmancy pizza. Okay. I'm putting it up on the screen, everyone. Be aware. There is the fancy. That's fancy pizza. That's fancy pizza. I'm not going to argue. It's good looking. Good looking pizza. Big fan. No, what's hot? Yeah, good, big fan. Big fan. Like it a lot. Good job. What's your favourite? What's the best pizza? I'm a fan of like, I actually like fresher tastes now. So I used to be like a big meat kind of guy, but now I really just like a good cheese with some like olives. I love pineapple. Don't come at me for pineapple. Love a bit of sweetness. But I really like saucy pizzas, so I like a pizza where I can taste the sauce. You know, I want to feel like there's sort of not that dry. You can only just you can kind of vaguely smell tomato. You know, I want to know that there was a ladle of sauce put onto this pizza. I know other people have different opinions, and it's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. We say looks good. Looks good. Mozzarella and ham. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, nice. Nice choices. I have a thing. I'm such a Philistine as well, though. So I like good pizza, like, you know, where from a nice place, from a good expensive place. But I really like a Pizza Hut pizza, and that's not good pizza. That's just greasy and oily and hot and crunchy. It's all the right things. Right now, I mean, a lot of you won't know because you're in different countries, but we have something called Louis Cabaldi's pizza, which is a singer, Louis Cabaldi, very famous singer. He has a brand of pizza over here, which are actually really nice. And because it's quite expensive, it's like an oven pizza. It's quite expensive if you don't get it on sale. But if you get it on sale, it's very cheap. It's like cheaper than discount pizzas. And it's like one of the best pizzas, even to the point where it's better than some takeaway pizza. Because it's just properly made. Really nice. Had some yesterday. Big fan of pizza. It's not my favorite takeaway. But it is one of my favorite meals. You can get pizza topped with smoked salmon or gravlax. Wow. Reindeer meat. You crazy Finns. Gravlax. Just smoked salmon. A smoked salmon pizza. I feel like that's way too opulent for pizza. It's like a mixture. Like pizza is proper working class food. You eat it with your hands. The ingredients aren't expensive. And then you add gravlax to it. And then suddenly it becomes something you'd order at the ambassador's meal, you know? Oh, for starters, we're having pizza with gravlax. It seems like a clash of two different levels of society. Although in Finland, you don't really have class, do you? You don't have, it's not like here. In England, we got a big class problem, but Belgium and France and stuff there. France got rid of them all, didn't they? France sorted out their own class system. They're like, yeah, we're sick of those. We're going to just get rid of those. Yeah, it's a bit fancy. Reindeer isn't cheap either. Surprised about that. Which one am I eating, Mum? This one's Dancer. This one's Prancer. This one's Vixen. Oh my god! That's mean, but funny. Just, they bring it to the table. It's got a red nose on the top of it. We got this the Christmas special. Oh my god. It's delicious. Thank you. Is that cinnamon? Is that cinnamon? All that flying really tenderizes the meat. That was a mean one. Oh no. Reindeer is good though if you like deer elk. I don't know if I like that. I've had venison and I liked it. Here in England, it's quite expensive, but we've got a lot of friends in Scotland, and in Scotland, venison, so deer are a pest. There's loads of them. So there's actually people employed to keep the populations down, and so it's readily available up there, and it's really nice. Quite rich. I'm quite a fan of it, but here in down here, it's not as readily available. It's quite expensive, so it's seen as a quality meat, whereas up there it's seen as like a bit. It's readily available. I see why people paint models in pieces and then stick them together, but I don't like it. Part of it is putting it together for me, and I don't like putting it together when it's painted. Oh, Evil Auntie wasn't here for it. In fact, some of you weren't here for it. Who saw my Pokemon thing? Did anyone see the Pokemon thing I've made? I'll show you. Hang on, let me just... Let me just fill in the black areas of that. Like that. Yeah, if you didn't see it earlier, I made a little Pokemon diorama. Just got stuck. Look, with Ash facing A Warhammer 40,000 Hormigón. Show us your Pokeballs. Show us what you got. Oh, I started a weird TV show last night called Fubar. Got Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, yeah. Ash Ketchum facing a Warhammer 40,000 Hormigón. So I printed them off. It's gonna be amazing. But I hello? Seeing through the eye. Look, you look at Ash there. Alright, mate. It's about to go sideways, buddy. So yeah, I'm gonna paint it up and base it nicely. But my youngest has suggested that it like looks like Ash's world from about here, so it's all cartoony all the way this way, but it's all like real here. And I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have like bits of blood and stuff. So, but this model is so detailed. Look at the string of like saliva in its mouth. It's so hard to do that. And look at its tiny little hands. But this is so hard, and it did. I mean, look, it's amazing, and it's very small. So yeah, I'll get that painted up. Get that painted up. Ready. How are we feeling about YouTube? Obviously, there's much less of us here. YouTube's a little bit less accessible for people, and it doesn't have that thing where people get notified when I'm live. But what do we think of YouTube for streaming? Is it the same? Is it different? Is it the quality better? Is it a nicer experience? Do I need to do more? Like, as in, do I need to do more videos to make it a bit more worthwhile? What do we think? It's chill. It's very chill. My goal is to spend a lot of time making some content, making videos, some tutorials, some other stuff that people like, and that's the main content. But then I do more streams that support that. So it's less about the streams being the main thing and more about the streams being just a nice place to hang out, you know? So there's no stress on the streams for anything. It's just fun and nice, and we have a chat, and, you know, it's just like hanging with my friends, and the videos are there for everything else. That's what I like. The chat is pretty clunky, but I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have to suffer through ads. Yeah, that's great. I mean, the ads here are way less invasive than the Twitch ones, I find. From my own use, I don't know if that's the case. I don't like the chat, but that's not a big deal. Yeah, I think the chat's just a bit clunky. I think they'll get, like, we'll have a massive update one day, and they'll just be like, and the chat is fixed. And it's just like a real quick. Because I don't know if it'll be that much of a change. There's only a few things it needs. It feels like there's a lot, but it won't be. It'll be like a small update when it reaches a critical mass of streamers, you know. When live chat, it's already changed so much from when they started doing live streams on here. I feel like it has too many balls and whistles. Yeah, see, that's what my problem was with it. Evil Auntie. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I started streaming here ages ago. Like, I've obviously tried out here. I was like, but I didn't realize how bad it was affecting me until I stopped. I find it really hard to watch. Tries to summon a dragon. Yeah, I think that's something that I miss. Just when it's not being abused, you know, it's nice to have a thing like a Gerald or a dragon. But yeah, when I was like, when you stream here, it feels like chill, and when you stream over there, it feels like people are, there's too much. My watching experience on Twitch has been such that, yeah, no Gerald though. It's what I mean. It's very sad. my watching experience on Twitch is always very affected by all that stuff that comes up all over the screen, and the way the adverts are done, and the way that people are always self-promoting and stuff, and it's just a bit of hassle, and it makes you feel bad. And it's like over here, it's just people are here for the right reason, You want to chat about the thing that's happening on screen. You want to chat with a nice person. You want to have a bit of fun. You don't want to make anyone's life hell. And, the ads aren't crazy pervasive either. It happens. You get rid of it. Cool. Ad. I get it. I don't mind ads. I think that if you're using something for free, you should have ads so that it pays for the free thing, because otherwise the free thing won't be there anymore. I'm not a capitalist. I just understand how money works. I'm okay with that being the case. But on Twitch, it always felt like, oh my god, it's all the time. Oh, Twitch is sometimes hysterical. It's too much like trying to talk it away. Yeah, exactly. For me, oh no, I just broke. I knew that was going to happen. I absolutely knew that was going to happen. There's like little metal bits, and I just broke it, so I knew that was going to happen at some point. Yeah, I'm very easily overwhelmed. And I've said it before. In fact, Evil Auntie and I had chats about this directly on in the general channel on Twitch ages ago. That when everything was going off, I did it for ages, and then realized that was the problem. Was that my brain was going, oh, there's so much happening that I can't handle it, and it's too loud, and I'm trying to entertain. Oh. We're about to, because that was what I was finished with, just the yellow bits. Let me show you something. Stay there. Do not go anywhere for just 5 seconds. I've got something to show you that we're going to do on the channel, and we might do it this week. We might do it on Wednesday. Stay there, stay there, stay there. So, this isn't all of them. This is just some of them. But my kids, nobody move. Don't move. My kids were sorting their books out. They have, like me, a load of books. They're not like me though, in that I like e-books, digital books, because of the mold problem I had that I told you about. So in the past, I had walls and walls of books, and 3 deep on all the bookshelves, and they covered 3 walls of my bedroom, and it was great. It was really great. I'm just moving this paint because I'm about to put something down, and I don't want to get water or paint on it. And it was great, and I loved them. And then I got mold on them, and I was so sad about it because there was lots of ones that were important to me, and I loved them, but no one else had the problem. It was because the wall was next to where, an outside wall. So if you have an outside wall, the temperature changes, create moisture. Our kids had a clear out of books that they had either done already, or they they'd finished with, basically. And they found all of these. Sorry, I've moved in Donatello. Donatello, you stand over there now that I've broken you. They found all these. Look, fighting fantasy games. This one's number 3. This was written in 1986. So this one was, I was 2. Let's zoom out a little bit. I was 2 when this one was made. Let's take the shine down a bit. Look. How cool is this? Playing Dungeons & Dragons. If you haven't played Final Fantasy, Fighting Fantasy before, sorry, it's just Dungeons & Dragons, but as a book. So you create your character, which I think there's going to be a little, here. So you create your character. You can see, like I said, they've done it already. You create your character in here, and then you play through the book. And I thought that might be a cool thing for us to do as a group. Like, we should do it on stream. Is just grab a one of these. There's loads. There's like, I think there's like 7 or 8 or 10 or something over there. Look, I will show you. I'll grab them because like, there's some other things as well. Let me check. Me just. Yeah, there is. There's loads. So, they handed me back a load of books. And obviously what I'd done is I'd given them when they were younger. So there's Fighting Fantasy. There's 7. There's these 4 here. Look. And then there's these 3 extra ones. And I figure we choose one that looks cool. And then we go through it. Send us the character sheet creation video. Yeah, exactly. We'll do that. And then we go through it, but you only need one. We'll just make it together on the day and make it as one. There's these 7, but then there's like this one, which is a similar thing, but it's not. You'll see it's just called Dave Morris. It's called Golden Dragon Fantasy Game Books. So it's the same thing, and we can just have a the dust. But we've got so many. We could do it on stream and I can do the voices. We could have a bit of fun. It'll be like Dungeons and Dragons and Democracy, but a bit more organized, and we can have a bit of a laugh with it and just have a nice stream. But also, so that's what my idea is. But then just to show you the extra, this was there, which is just the background for the Fighting Fantasy books. How cool is that? And finally, they handed me this back. This is my... it's my Dungeons and Dragons roleplay book. Look, from when I played Dungeons and Dragons at university, 3.5. Look, we're on 5th ed now. I was so glad to, but I mean, I can't use this. There's not much in here for anyone. It's just a load of spells and how to do character creation. But oh, look at that! Just a little bit of a nostalgia for me. That's lovely. They handed that back to me. But yeah, final Fighting Fantasy. So we'll get rid of Dave Morris. Blech. And yeah, we'll choose one of these. I think we'll do it on a vote. You can see this one's even been updated, but this one is a Steve Jackson. So I think we want the Jackson and Livingston. So they're all Livingston and Jackson. These are just Ian Livingston, and that's just Steve Jackson. So I think it'll have to be one of these. My preference, just from covers, is one of these, and out of that is this one, because it says the name Modreneth strikes fear into hearts of all who dwell in Titan. Now he has found a way to unleash a magical army of fear upon the land. The wizard Alexander has been kidnapped, and you must rescue him from the Isle of Despair. But will you also enter the Empire of Illusion, confront Modreneth, and save Titan? Will you? 2 dice, a pencil and a razor are all you need. Yes, you decide which paths to take, which dangers to risk, and which foes to fight. Yeah, see, I think that we should do. Yeah, look, someone's like Marcus Gill. Ah, this is great. This is my friend who's a comedian, so he was obviously a kid. So he's a comedian and he's fantastic, and he must have given this to me, and had this as a kid. So yeah, let's do it. Look, we'll fill it out. I'll print one of these off, or we'll make it on screen rather than us fill in this, so that you can see it, and then we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it on Twitch because it'll just be it'll be a bit easier for everyone there, and we'll see. I'll think about it. I've got a lot to do. Right, I gotta go. I have to go and get ready for this meeting. You are absolutely lovely people. Thank you very much for hanging around with me today and painting some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was lovely of you. I will be back on Wednesday, but depending on how it goes, we might be over on Twitch to do these. Look, like, so that I'm here, I can show you. Look at all these. It's so cool. I believe there's more here somewhere in this house. Like, I believe I have some in the... Like, we've got stored stuff. So, we'll do that. I love it. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by. You've been fantastic. I have had a lovely stream. I will see you on Wednesday. Have a lovely week until then. I've been Papa Glitch, and you've been absolutely lovely.